Shocking breaking news. Captain Ibrahim TRAORE arrested the NGO workers, and after the investigation for a long time, they accused them of spying their information. So guys, before we proceed, let me leave you to listen, but don't forget, do well to drop your own opinion. Take a look.
Environment in which, of course, it was seeking to gather information according to the directives from its headquarters. Once the environment is identified, the next step is to find the person who is best positioned to access the information. Everything, of course, starts with the orientation of the NGO from its headquarters according to the established rules. So from there, once the person who has access to the information is identified, they obviously move on to the approach and recruitment, now with compensation offers. So if you accept, you are recruited, and from there, the work begins. So that's more or less how we can present the techniques for recruiting and identifying people. And you have followed all of this in my opening statement. Not only is it based on security information, so if it concerns students, obviously it was also necessary to use former RPS to provide information, to provide the structure of the network, to provide the types of weapons. Because if you take a civilian or an agent or even a former member to identify the types of weapons, it's not obvious. So obviously you need someone who knows about it. If you also want to get information in the field of recruitment, you need to identify a leader. That's how the NGO went about identifying its candidates and proceeded with recruitment. As for the remuneration, we can mention them. The country director received 3.5 million per month. His assistant, 3.5 million. The NGO's DAC, 2.4 million. The NEIL operations, the operations managers, 2.4 million. The HR director, 1.2 million. The safety advisor, 1.8 million. The training manager, 1.8 million. The regional analyst, because he is the one responsible for analyzing and providing security assessments to policymakers based on the intelligence collected. He received 1.7 million. And the junior safety officer, advisor, 1,300,000. The GIS manager or information manager, 1,800,000. The field monitor, 110,000. The one responsible, of course, for managing the coverage plan and collecting information in the field. And official information, 800,000. The training assistant, that's 130,000. The financier assistant, 590,000. The GIS assistant, 590,000. The senior driver, 520,000. The driver, a total of 390,000, was involved in the incident. The security guard, 210,000. The cook, the mixer, 390,000. The cleaning staff, 210,000.
Beloved family, you heard it, okay? Allegedly, 3 was an Europeans, and the others were like citizens. So guys, what do you think about this? Because the question we always ask, how does these terrorists normally get their information? You just heard it. How? So do well to drop your own opinion, because everything is coming to light. Because if I may suggest, I would have said, okay, let every NGO in Burkina Faso be dissolved. Because it's like you could hear what he says. The kind of strategies, information, how, and the money that each of these people were paid, well paid. So guys, I don't know what you think. Do well to drop your own opinion. Thank you.